Falcon Ridge Air Force Base in Nevada woke early, as it always did. Jets roared across the sky while officers prepared for a high-level inspection. Among them moved Ethan Cole, a quiet night shift janitor, pushing his cart with steady hands. Few noticed him, and fewer cared. Ethan's life followed strict routines: clean the hangars, polish the floors, empty the bins. By morning, he would return to a small off-base apartment where his 8-year-old daughter Lily waited. She thought her father's job was boring. Ethan preferred it that way. Boring meant safe. The base buzzed louder when General Marcus Hale arrived. Decorated officers straightened instantly, and pilots gathered nearby, whispering stories of combat and medals. Ethan kept working, eyes down, but the general's sharp gaze noticed everything, even the janitor who moved with military precision. General Hale stopped near Ethan, watching how carefully he cleaned beneath a fighter jet. A smirk crossed his face. "You've got discipline," he said. "Not common for a janitor." A few pilots chuckled softly, amused by the attention. Ethan paused, gripping the mop handle. He felt old memories stir. Cockpits, radio static, and burning skies. "I tried to do my job right, sir," he answered calmly. The general laughed lightly. "Ever serve in the Air Force?" The question hung heavy. Ethan hesitated, then nodded once. "For a short time," he said. More laughter followed, playful and careless. Someone whispered, "Everyone was a hero once." General Hale raised an eyebrow. "All right then," he said jokingly. "What was your call sign?" The hangar echoed with quiet amusement as all eyes turned toward the janitor. Ethan slowly lifted his head. His voice was steady, but his eyes held something deeper: regret, pride, and loss. "Skyhawk, sir," he said softly. The laughter stopped. The air itself seemed to freeze as the general's expression changed completely. "If you want Part 2 expanded or need this adapted for YouTube narration shorts or SEO content, just tell me." General Hale stood frozen, staring at the man in front of him. The name echoed in his mind like an alarm. Skyhawk was not just a call sign. It belonged to a pilot whose bravery had saved lives during a classified mission over hostile territory. The general stepped closer, studying Ethan's face carefully. Years had passed, but the sharp eyes and calm posture were unmistakable. Then he noticed the thin scar near Ethan's eyebrow. Hale's breath caught. He remembered that scar clearly, burned into his memory by fire and chaos. "Skyhawk was reported killed in action," Hale said quietly, his voice no longer joking. The surrounding officers sensed the shift and stood straighter. The hangar felt smaller, heavier, as if the past itself had returned. Ethan nodded slowly. "That report kept my daughter alive," he replied. His voice was calm, but pain sat beneath every word. He spoke of the ambush, the crash landing, and choosing to disappear after his wife's death threatened his child's safety. Hale's fists clenched. He remembered that mission clearly. His jet disabled, alarms screaming, and Skyhawk breaking formation to shield him. Against orders, Ethan had drawn enemy fire, giving Hale time to escape. No one else would have survived that sky. The general turned toward the watching pilots and officers. "You are standing before a man who saved my life," he said firmly. Murmurs spread through the hangar. Some faces showed disbelief, others awe. Ethan remained silent, uncomfortable with attention. Hale faced Ethan again and slowly raised his hand in a crisp salute. One by one, every officer followed. The sound of boots clicking echoed through the hangar. Ethan swallowed hard, returning the salute for the first time in 10 years. That evening, Ethan walked off the base as the sun set behind the jets. He wasn't sure what tomorrow would bring, but he knew one thing. At home, Lily waited with homework and questions. For her, he would always choose ground over sky.